Hi guys,
Doctor.
I'm Lefty. We're gonna do something a little bit different today, and for the as long as this is working, for a little while actually, because this is gonna take us a while.
Yeah, you put an Asian in front of an RPG. Everyone's doomed.
Yeah. I wanted to speak about Dragon Age, both as a series and individual games. Unfortunately, because of obstacles, this one has not played the third and final one and needed a refresher on them. So I suggested that we play all three. And when I say we, I mean her. She's going to play all three. I'm going to do commentary and bug the hell out of her as she dies continuously. Because we're going to keep up our tradition of there's no
Max
crying in
difficulty.
baseball.
Max difficulty, no crying in baseball. Wait, does that mean I should save 3,000 times different save files?
Oh,
Why don't you explain that one?
when before we did the show, we did this stuff a lot, just the two of us, and we played Bioshock. And because this one isn't much of a shooter, the controller was in my hands. And we had to save every 5 seconds to keep ourselves from losing an hour's worth of gameplay
Why?
because it was hard as hell. We played it on the hardest possible difficulty without Vita chambers, without like with the exception of the achievement of no saves, I think it was.
No, well, that was an achievement, but go on.
It was a straight up one shot deal. We get all the achievements possible in one run, and we did. But every time I went to go save, that's what I did. I saved the game on the first available option, which is create a new save. And at one point, I think it was in the middle of the second act, the PlayStation was like, "There is no more room left." What do you mean there's no more room left? It's a freaking PS3. How much? And then there was how many saves?
I lost count after 40. I pointed it out to you that I'm like, oh, I'll load the game up for you, and huh, no bueno.
Yeah, there was too many saves. We spent a good few hours deleting it down to the most recent, and being careful not to delete those because then we kill ourselves.
That's a very good point.
Um, so that's what we did then.
We've tormented ourselves with other less than wholesome games. One that pops into mind is we tormented ourselves with a game called Damnation. Now, I know you guys saw our godforsaken video series on Dark Void.
Oh God, no, no.
Damnation is so bad that Dark Void seems like an Oscar worthy game. And yes, I'm well aware the Oscars and video games don't go together, but legitimately, they would give it an Oscar. That's how bad Damnation was.
The Dark Void. Can I talk about the village?
No, you cannot talk about the village.
What?
Because everyone is tired of the village. They didn't play the game, and they are tired of the village. If this was my Twitch stream right now, we would literally be getting assaulted.
Literally,
Literally.
literally.
I will hit you.
Well, so we're gonna play Dragon Age Origins with all the DLC, all the DLC. So there's gonna be even more stuff to do. Completionists. This is gonna take a while on the hardest possible difficulty, but it's gonna be so worth it because it's gonna be fun. We're going to go through the game, give commentary, explain what's going on. This is not a let's play though. You're not going to see us play. You're going to see us talking. You're going to see us reacting to what we're seeing and trying to describe it to you. This is not a let's play. We learned from Dark Void. This is not a let's play.
We're not that entertaining.
Well, here's the thing. Dark Void was an incredibly boring game, and you saw it as we, over a 2 hour period, sunk further into the couch. You fell asleep 3 times,
It
of
was
which
a
I took
boring game.
I took great pleasure in editing it so that they got to see all 3 times. But yeah, that was no, this game we can both know and love it. There's so much other hidden lore in the game and
Mhm.
little things that we can pick out and talk about for hours while we continue to play. So odds of us being boring is more a sense of what they perceive to be boring as opposed to what we perceive to be boring.
You're boring them with the explanation.
Exactly. I'm excited about this. I'm getting more excited by talking.
Yeah,
They're
except
getting.
we're still waiting for everything to load.
Oh yeah, right now we're trying to make sure everything's loaded up because we haven't played it on the PS3 in how long? 3?
I don't think I've turned my PS3 on in over a year,
Yeah, so updates.
ever so slightly.
But yeah, so this is what we're gonna be doing. Um, if any of you've played it before, you'll be able to pick up where we are. If you haven't played this game, I do strongly recommend you put some time aside, maybe a couple hours every other night to play this, if you can get it. It's fun. It's in depth. You can plow right through it if you really want, or you can just take your time with it, complete all the side quests, get the better story. It's an RPG, but it's a everyman's RPG.
Yeah, for the most part. All right, so that is our intro video, guys. Now you know what's going on. We'll start with part one, and just for the sake of saying it, spoilers.
Spoilers. You had to stop me from talking, didn't you?
I did. See ya.
Bye.